Assalamualaikum. So in this video, we're going to discuss about how good economic governance will help in developing economic growth, especially in sustainable economy. But before that, do you know what is economic governance?
Economic governance refers to the system and process by which economic design are made and implied in the society or organization. Economic governance include both the formal ruler and institution that shape economic design making, as well as the informal norm and practice that guide economic behavior. Economic governance can be expressed at various levels, including the government, businesses, and international organizations.
Azri, what's your problem?
I'm worried about the situation of economic governance at the moment. I wish I could look to someone to help me with all these problems.
Of course, you can look up for someone, especially Nizam al-Mulk.
Nizam al-Mulk?
Yes, Nizam al-Mulk. When it comes to economic governance, Nizam al-Mulk is a good scholar to look up. Nizam al-Mulk is a prominent figure in Islamic politics, and his book Siyasat Nama is a key source on economic governance and also economic.
So, all we need to do is to refer to his book to solve the issues of economic governance?
No, it is important to note that Nizam al-Mulk thought on economic governance were shaped by the historical and also cultural event. They may not always be immediately relevant to the current economic governance. However, his thought and observation can still be applied and understanding and assisting economic governance in the modern world, especially in the context of Islamic country and culture. Do you know that the Nizamiya Madrasah is recognized as one of the first institutions of high learning in the Islamic world, and it serves as a model for the future madrasah of Islamic school and high learning until now.
Wow! How has he managed to maintain the educational system up to this point while ours has consistently changed?
Education systems are consistently shifting due to various factors such as globalization, technology advancement, and the involvement need for the student. As the world changes, education system must adapt and prepare the student for future. However, the constant change of education can have negative effects.
Negative effects?
Yes, because of lack of consistency, frequently change of education system can make it difficult for student, teacher, and even the parents to keep up with the policy or new curriculum. And it will increase the stress. Constant change can add stress to the student, and it make it harder for them to focus and learning. Finally, I could say that it will reduce efficiency. Without proper research, testing, and implementation, change in education system may not be effective in achieving the goal of our country, and it will lead to waste of resource.
So, how can we solve this issue?
We can't solve this issue fully, but we can prevent it from becoming worse. We can say that Nizam al-Mulk made significant contribution to the preservation of intellectual knowledge in Islamic world. So, intellectual preservation may be beneficial for our future economic growth, especially in our education system.
Intellectual preservation may help in creation of well-educated and competent workforce, which can be a key drive of economic growth. Intellectual preservation help to ensure that individuals have access to the information and skill they need to be productive and contribute to economic growth by preserving knowledge and expertise. It also helps in ensuring that information and skill are not lost due to the technological and economic development. Therefore, intellectual preservation may help people and society adapt to the thrive in changing world by preserving knowledge.
Azri, do you know that Nizam al-Mulk is widely acknowledged as one of important figure in political science for his contribution to formation of the madrasah system? And his establishment of public school system might be considered as early welfare, since he offered education and chance to those who would not have had them otherwise.
Wow! I wish the current ruler understood the importance of welfare, as the rising of tax is crazy nowadays.
Yes, it's true. I understand the importance of tax for our economic growth, but according to Nizam al-Mulk, strong financial is crucial for a nation, but it's not the main component in preventing problems. To build a stable and wealthy society, He felt that the ruler should also focus on justice, fairness, and the well-being of the people.
Sultan Aslam was planning on attacking against Byzantine Empire. As a result, he desired to increase and collect tax in advance. Nizam al-Mulk informed the Sultan and thought that it was not a good time to increase the tax. He believed that only the benevolent and justice will strengthen the kingdom, as it will make everyone devoted to the Sultan. As a result, Sultan cancelled his earlier instruction and supplied the army need from the treasury. It is apparent that if the Sultan had proceeded with his idea, the consequences would have been massive destructive and the strategy will collapse. These examples show how welfare have a strong impact on economic growth.
Oh yeah, did Nizam al-Mulk talk anything about administration? As good governance and good administration are critical for long-term economic success.
Of course he did. Nizam al-Mulk is best known of his administrative reform on his book, The Book of Government or Ruler for King, which also described his idea for good administrative and how rulers should behave to keep power and promote the well-being of the citizen. Nizam al-Mulk believed that the significance of a strong and effective administrative capable of maintaining order and providing for the citizen. However, he realized that overload government may be destructive to the people as it was supposed to serve.
Overloaded government? What is that?
An overload government refers to a situation where government is struggling to manage the volume and complexity of tasks and responsibility that is expected to carry out. This can happen when a government is stretched beyond its capacity. This also can lead to inefficiency and delay in delivery of service and decision making, as well as it increases the risk of corruption and mismanagement.
Government might need reduce their size for more efficient administration. It will help the government reduce costs as there are fewer workers and administrative expenditure to support. A smaller government may be less expensive to run. This can free up resources that can be utilized for other purposes such as infrastructure, investment, or public service delivery. It also improves decision making as there are a fewer levels of bureaucracy to navigate. And finally, it will increase accountability as there are fewer individuals to hold accountable for any problem that develop. This has the potential to result in more focused and effective policy.
Now, I start to understand. Effective economic governance may support economic stability by setting clear rules and regulations that provide a stable and predictable environment for firms and investors. This can boost investment and innovation, both of which are important drivers of economic growth.
Yes, it's true. Economic governance is important because it shapes how an economy runs and ensures that the advantage of economic progress are distributed fairly to the citizen. In conclusion, there are several things that we can learn from Nizam al-Mulk. Firstly, Nizam al-Mulk believed of the significance of strong and functional administrative.
Secondly, Nizam al-Mulk emphasized on the necessity of justice and fairness in maintaining the law and ensuring the people's well-being.
And lastly, Nizam al-Mulk believed that education is crucial for increased people's ability and knowledge for economic growth, especially in sustainable economic growth. That's all from me. Thank you for watching.